The Boy Who Lived opens the magical world of Harry Potter by introducing the mysterious and extraordinary circumstances surrounding the survival of an infant named Harry Potter. On a dark and quiet night, the villainous dark wizard Lord Voldemort attacks the Potter family in Godric's Hollow, murdering Harry's parents, James and Lily, in his quest for ultimate power. However, when Voldemort attempts to kill baby Harry, something inexplicable happens. The curse rebounds, destroying Voldemort's physical form and leaving Harry with only a lightning-shaped scar on his forehead. Unbeknownst to him, Harry becomes famous in both the wizarding and non-wizarding worlds as the Boy Who Lived, the only person known to have survived the deadliest curse in history. Meanwhile, the chapter introduces the Dursleys, Harry's only remaining relatives, who reluctantly take him in and try to hide the truth about his magical heritage. Through letters and mysterious sightings of unusual events, the chapter establishes the contrast between the ordinary world of the Dursleys and the extraordinary world that awaits Harry, setting the stage for his future adventures at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. This opening chapter masterfully combines mystery, suspense, and a sense of destiny, immediately drawing readers into the magical universe that will unfold across the series. The Vanishing Glass. We see Harry Potter's life 10 years after he was left on the Dursleys' doorstep. Now a thin, untidy boy, with broken glasses and hand-me-down clothes, Harry lives in misery at number 4 Privet Drive, where he is treated more like a burden than a family member. Forced to sleep in a cupboard under the stairs and constantly bullied by his spoiled cousin Dudley, Harry grows up feeling unwanted and unloved. The Dursleys go out of their way to hide his strange abilities, but Harry begins to notice odd incidents around him, like his hair growing back overnight or mysteriously ending up on a rooftop when chased. The most extraordinary moment comes during Dudley's 11th birthday outing to the zoo, where Harry is dragged along. While Dudley bangs on the glass of a snake's enclosure, Harry feels a strange connection with the boa constrictor, realizing it understands him. In a sudden surge of magic, the glass disappears, sending Dudley tumbling into the tank as the snake escapes, hissing its thanks to Harry. The incident horrifies the Dursleys, who punish Harry severely, but it foreshadows the magical abilities within him that cannot be suppressed. This chapter deepens the sense of Harry's loneliness and neglect, while hinting at the extraordinary destiny awaiting him. The Letters from No One. Harry's dreary life with the Dursleys begins to take a strange turn when, out of nowhere, a letter arrives at number 4, Privet Drive, addressed specifically to him, written in green ink and sealed with a mysterious crest. What shocks him most is the precision of the address. It even mentions the cupboard under the stairs, proving that whoever wrote it knows exactly where and how he lives. Uncle Vernon, however, refuses to let Harry read it, and instead grows frantic with paranoia, destroying or hiding every letter that arrives. But the letters do not stop. In fact, they multiply. Each day, more and more envelopes pour into the house, sometimes through the mail slot, sometimes stuffed under the door, and even arriving through the chimney. The Dursleys become increasingly desperate, with Vernon's behavior spiraling into absurdity, boarding up cracks, standing guard at the door, and finally whisking the family away to ever more remote hiding places. Yet the letters follow them wherever they go, as if determined to reach Harry, no matter what. The chapter builds suspense and humor at the same time, showing both the Dursleys' ridiculous attempts to escape and the unstoppable determination of the magical world to claim Harry. By the end, readers sense that the ordinary barriers of Privet Drive cannot contain Harry's true identity much longer, and his long-suppressed destiny is about to break free. The Keeper of the Keys. The tension that has been building from the endless stream of letters finally erupts when the Dursleys drag Harry to a remote hut on a rocky island, hoping to escape the relentless mail. As a storm rages outside on Harry's 11th birthday, there is a thunderous knock at the door, and into their lives bursts a giant of a man, Rubeus Hagrid. Towering, bearded, and intimidating yet kind-hearted, Hagrid announces himself as the Keeper of Keys and Grounds at Hogwarts. To Harry's astonishment, Hagrid reveals the truth the Dursleys have hidden from him all these years, that he is a wizard, the son of James and Lily Potter, who were murdered by the dark wizard Voldemort. Hagrid delivers Harry's acceptance letter to Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, finally answering the question of why those mysterious letters had been chasing him. The Dursleys' attempts to deny Harry's identity crumble in the face of Hagrid's authority and magical abilities, and Harry, for the first time in his life, learns that he belongs to a world far greater than Privet Drive. This chapter is a turning point, filled with both awe and defiance, as Harry's miserable past collides with his magical future, opening the door, literally and figuratively, to the adventure that awaits him. Diagon Alley, Harry steps fully into the wizarding world for the very first time, guided by Hagrid through the hidden entrance behind the leaky cauldron. What unfolds before Harry's astonished eyes is a bustling cobblestone street, lined with shops full of wonders he never dreamed could exist. Cauldrons of every size, enchanted books, robes, owls, broomsticks, and strange trinkets gleaming in display windows. Their first stop is Gringotts, the wizard bank run by goblins, where Harry discovers for the first time that his parents left him a vault filled with gold. Hagrid also retrieves a mysterious, small package from another high-security vault, adding a note of intrigue. As Harry shops for his school supplies, he is struck by the strangeness yet warmth of this world that already feels more like home than Privet Drive ever did. His visit to Ollivander's, the wand-maker's shop, is the most magical of all. After trying several wands, the right one chooses him, a holly and phoenix feather wand that sparks with energy in his hand. Mr. Ollivander reveals that this wand is connected to another, one that chose Voldemort, hinting at a dark and fateful link between Harry and the Dark Lord. By the time Harry leaves Diagon Alley, clutching his books, robes, and his new snowy owl Hedwig, he feels for the first time that he truly belongs somewhere. This chapter is filled with wonder and foreshadowing, a gateway into a magical world that is as enchanting as it is mysterious. The journey from Platform 9 3/4, Harry begins the most important journey of his life, leaving behind the ordinary world of the Dursleys and stepping fully into the magical community. After saying goodbye to Hagrid, he nervously navigates King's Cross Station with his heavy trunk and Hedwig's cage, only to realize his ticket directs him to the non-existent Platform 9 3/4. Confused and lost, he observes a family of red-haired children chatting about Hogwarts and daringly follows them, learning that the magical entrance is hidden between platforms 9 and 10. With a pounding heart, Harry runs at the barrier and finds himself on the platform, staring in awe at the Scarlet Hogwarts Express. On the train, he begins forming the friendships that will define his life. He meets Ron Weasley, who shares his sandwiches when Harry generously buys an armful of magical sweets, and Hermione Granger, a clever bossy girl eager to prove her knowledge. He also encounters Draco Malfoy, who offers him a chance at friendship, only to be firmly rejected when Harry sees Malfoy's arrogance and disdain for the Weasleys. This journey marks Harry's first taste of freedom, belonging, and camaraderie, as well as the beginnings of both lifelong friendships and rivalries. By the time the train speeds toward Hogwarts, Harry feels a growing excitement, knowing he is leaving behind loneliness and neglect for a world where adventure, mystery, and magic await him. Harry finally arrives at Hogwarts and steps into the Great Hall, a place so breathtakingly magical that it leaves him in awe. The enchanted ceiling mirrors the night sky, hundreds of floating candles illuminate the room, and 4 long tables stretch out beneath banners of scarlet, green, blue, and yellow, the houses of Gryffindor, Slytherin, Ravenclaw, and Hufflepuff. New students are led to the front one by one, where they face the ancient sorting hat, a patched, wrinkled hat that miraculously comes alive to decide which house each student belongs to. As the ceremony progresses, Harry grows increasingly nervous, remembering Hagrid's warning about Slytherin's dark reputation. When it is finally his turn, the sorting hat speaks directly into his mind, surprising him with its sly, persuasive voice. The hat sees ambition and cunning in Harry, and strongly considers placing him in Slytherin, but Harry resists with all his might, begging not to go there. Respecting his choice, the Sorting Hat declares, "Gryffindor," and the hall erupts in cheers as Harry joins Ron and Hermione at the scarlet-draped table. This moment is pivotal, not only because it places Harry among friends who will shape his journey, but also because it highlights the theme of choice, that one's destiny is not defined by ability alone, but by the decisions one makes. The chapter captures both the grandeur of Hogwarts traditions and the personal turning point in Harry's life, as he officially becomes part of the House of Courage and Loyalty. In The Potions Master, Harry begins to settle into life at Hogwarts, experiencing the wonder, and sometimes the intimidation, of magical classes. He and the other first years attend their first lessons, where charms, transfiguration, and herbology open up a world of enchantment. But the highlight, and perhaps the most unsettling moment for Harry, comes during potions class with Professor Severus Snape. From the moment Harry enters the dungeon-like classroom, Snape singles him out, his piercing black eyes filled with an unfathomable dislike. Snape quizzes Harry harshly on advanced potion-making, questions he cannot possibly know the answers to yet, humiliating him in front of the class. Harry feels unfairly targeted, unsure why this teacher seems to despise him without reason. Meanwhile, whispers of Snape's loyalty and his mysterious past deepen the sense of unease. Yet the lessons themselves are fascinating. Cauldrons bubbling, strange smells wafting, and ingredients like powdered root of asphodel and bezoars capturing the imagination. Through this chapter, readers see Hogwarts as not just a place of magic and wonder, but also one of challenges, rivalries, and hidden tensions. The Potions Master becomes a symbol of mystery and antagonism in Harry's new life, foreshadowing the complex role Snape will play throughout the series.